Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today's video, I'm going to be going over my favorite free agent signings of the early window of free agency. Starting off with Jimmy Garoppolo to the Raiders. A lot of people didn't like this, but I didn't actually mind it. He's fairly cheap for what the QB market is now. He's only going to cost $24 million a year. He brings similar value to Derek Carr for $13 million less. I don't mind that at all. Plus, he's familiar with Josh McDaniel's system. He can work with the weapons there. He's not going to win you a Super Bowl, but you have a competent quarterback for the next couple of years. Moving on, Jesse Bates to the Falcons. I love this move for Atlanta. First off, I thought he was going to get paid a lot more than $16 million a year. Atlanta has terrible safeties. I know everybody wanted them to get defensive line, but they really needed upgrades at safety, and they finally got one, and it was a huge one with one of the best safeties in the league. $16 million a year, that's a good price. I was a big fan of that one. Next is Bobby Okereke. He signed with the New York Giants. Now, I did a New York Giants ideal offseason, and I looked at their roster, I saw their linebackers, and I thought, holy shit, they could really use an athletic guy at linebacker, and Bobby Okereke is just that. $10 million a year, that's a fair amount less than I thought he'd get. He's athletic, he's productive. That's a great move for New York. They finally get someone who can cover the linebacker position, and he can do whatever they need him to do. Moving on, Byron Murphy, the cornerback he signed with the Vikings. He had a bit of a down year this past year, but $8.75 million per year, that's great value. He's their replacement for Patrick Peterson. They really needed corner. He's younger, and he's been really solid throughout his young career, and I think that's a really good move for them. Next is a couple of Eagles linebackers, starting off with Kaiser White. He signed with the Cardinals for $5 million a year. Again, a solid year, but he's a really good player. I thought this was nice value. I really liked him when he left the Chargers. Maybe not the caliber of season some people had hoped for the Eagles, but still really good. And then moving on to somebody who had a higher caliber season for the Eagles than a lot of people expected, is TJ Edwards, who went to the Bears. For $6 million a year, I think that's great value for the Bears. He's athletic. He's what you want in a linebacker. He's young. He costs $6 million a year. That's a great move. 3 years. They replaced Roquan Smith fairly well. Stay tuned for the ones I did not like. Like and subscribe.